Alright guys, I'm kind of like, I feel really bad for my rabbits right now because it's kind of like been raining a lot for the past couple of days, and my pool's nearly overflowed, but I'm like, I don't know what to do because over here they are free range rabbits and they usually are outside on the grass eating like the food and stuff, and chilling out on the dirt and digging holes, and they hate being inside like rabbits. And we've been to the point where we don't really put them away, but their cage, the cage door is like open, and like it's mainly because both of the cage doors broke off. One broke off by accident and the other one got crushed in the process, so there was no point keeping it, and we couldn't lock it because it had raised up too high, so we just broke that off. And before we let them be completely in this large, approximately 30 meter long outdoor pen, they would be put away at night. We sometimes put them away at night, sometimes don't. It depends on if they're too hard to catch or not. Like, because normally if they're too hard to catch, they don't want to go to sleep, and they go to sleep when they want to most of the time. So the cage doors, like that little cage door that's kind of been knocked down in the storm a bit, like it's normally open, but we don't use it, so there's no real point to having it. But we want to get a new rabbit hutch, just because the roof of the rabbit hutch that both of them are currently in has both of the doors ripped off. The floor that they're standing on is caving in a bit, and soon it's going to break completely. And the roof, the waterproof protective layer, has kind of like slipped off in the wind and blew away. We have no idea where it is. So like we've literally checked everywhere in this entire backyard and it's not here. So the roof isn't waterproof, and they've also chewed it on the back of the hutch and ripped some of it off. So it's not a very safe rabbit hutch. So I'm hoping that we can get one really soon, but my parents don't find any of it a immediate thing that we need fixed. So I think I'll have to save up my money, or I'll have to do a massive repair on the rabbit hutch. But I also wanted to talk about something I only just discovered about rabbits. So there's such thing as cage territory, like where your rabbit is cage tutorial. So basically this is where your rabbit grunts and stuff when you go to feed it, and one of my rabbits, Whiskers, grunts a lot when I pick her up and stuff, so she doesn't like being picked up. And I already knew that she didn't like it, so I don't pick either of the rabbits up that often. But I only just found out that it actually is a meaning that all rabbits do, because I thought it was just a noise that only Whiskers made. The black and white bunny over here. Not sure if you can see her that well or not. She is cage tutorial, but she is territorial, I mean. But she's like, when I go to feed her, she grunts, but she doesn't attack me or anything. Whereas Lightning, the blonde rabbit, she doesn't like being touched at all, like especially like near her face. And if you try and pat her from on the top of her head, she will like try and strike you with her claws. So I don't do that. And she makes a little buzzing noise and runs away from you. So she's a lot more shy than Whiskers, but and she's a lot harder to look after. So she's a lot shyer, but more defensive, let's just say. She's not defensive of the hutch necessarily, though. She's more defensive of herself, whereas Whiskers is defensive of the hutch and not defensive of herself. So both of them are really kind of shy, and like one of them's easier to look after. So Whiskers is more of a rabbit for a beginner. She's a lot more quiet and doesn't run away from you, and like she doesn't hurt you or anything. But recently, because I haven't been picking her up as often, she's been struggling when I pick her up. And I do pick up my rabbits properly, but just recently, yeah, they have been a bit, frisky when I pick them up. But I'm also hoping to get some rabbit harnesses so that I can take them for walks, because even though they have a 30-meter big rabbit run, when I try to let them out, because they already have this. They used to have just their hutches, and we would let them out into their backyard, and into the backyard that you can see here. This is like a quarter of our backyard. And what will happen is they will dig under the fence of our backyard and go into the next door neighbour's house. Now the next door neighbour's roof that you can see just here next to the rabbit run, they used to own a rabbit called Poppy, and sadly it died. But basically they didn't know that Poppy even existed. So when they dug under for the first time, they met Poppy, and like ever since then they've been trying to dig under. So and they were digging out of their hutch too, through the bottom, and we didn't have like wire netting or anything to stop them from doing that. So yeah, we put the wire netting on it, which kind of stopped the grass growing, so we had to get more hay for them. But then, after getting rid of the wire netting, once we got the wire netting, they stopped digging, but they started chewing a bit more on like the rabbit hutch itself, trying to get out. But we didn't like letting them out into the backyard, because they would always be hard to catch, and they would go places that they shouldn't be going. So we decided that, and so we stopped kind of letting them out, and we thought that wasn't nice, so we built this pen. It was really simple to make, and it's movable too, so when they run out of grass you can move them. The rabbits don't necessarily eat the grass. They use this more of a playpen, and they eat like the grains and pellets and hay that we give them, and some of the vegetables, which they have eaten but have left some of it behind. So yeah, so I want to get some rabbit harnesses, because they loved wandering around in the backyard, and sometimes they still escape out of their rabbit run, and we have to catch them and put them back inside. But basically I want to get some rabbit harnesses, so that way I can take them like around the backyard, and I can take them into the house, and I let them inside the house sometimes, but recently I haven't been doing that often, because like they have a tendency to poop all over the house. but basically I'll get some rabbit harnesses and I'll let them. There's a park at the end of the street, and I would like to do that. I'd also like to figure out how to get them to jump things, because both of them are very good jumpers, and I'll just show you some of the things that they jump. So when they are inside the house, Lightning, the blonde one, she's the best at jumping. Like, when I tell her to jump, like I just like tap her on one of her back feet, and she'll jump up here and sit here for a bit, so that's quite high, and then she'll jump up this high and then jump off the top up there and like land perfectly fine. Or she'll turn around and jump from here all the way off onto the ground. So we do that, and they sometimes try and climb up on this coffee table, which is currently messy, and they love hiding under this coffee table too, which is quite a short area. And then they also climb up this couch when they're in this particular room. So they're quite good at jumping, but as I said before, to get them to jump things, I need a harness, so I will need one of those. But yeah, if you guys have any other recommendations for what I should do with my rabbits, maybe you should put it down in the comments, because I've already got an idea for cleaning up the rabbit hutches, which we don't have to do that often because they go to the bathroom outside. So we'll do that idea, and I'm also going to get a new hutch, the rabbit harnesses, teach them to jump. So if you have any other ideas, like what you think I should feed them, because both of them are really good at jumping. But yeah, I guess this is it for the video. The sparrows, they keep eating all of the rices. We left some out because they had gotten stale, and they're all just eating them because they've gotten soaked all of a sudden. Off topic. Anyway, I guess I'll see you later, guys. Bye.